Don't love too much. Don't hope too much, because that too much can hurt you so much. This quote holds a bittersweet truth about life, relationships, and the nature of our feelings. When we think about love, we imagine it as something infinite, a source of joy that binds us to others. Love is often described as pure and selfless, an energy that brings comfort, warmth, and connection. Yet, love is also something fragile. When we allow ourselves to love too deeply, without boundaries, we can place too much of ourselves in the hands of others. We make ourselves vulnerable, open to being hurt in ways that only someone we deeply care about can hurt us. Imagine pouring all your love into someone else, giving them the power to influence your happiness, your peace, your sense of self. You invest everything, hoping they will treasure it, but there's always a risk. Sometimes, people don't value our love the way we expect, or circumstances change, and we are left with an emptiness that feels unbearable. Loving too much can mean losing a part of yourself, feeling incomplete, as if someone has taken away pieces of your heart and left you with nothing but a void. It's a feeling of loss, of abandonment, and it cuts deeply, reminding us of our own vulnerability. Don't hope too much. Hope is what keeps us alive, especially when we face struggles, pain, or uncertainty. Hope is the light that helps us believe things will get better, that our dreams will come true, that we'll find happiness. It's a beautiful feeling that lifts our spirits. But hope, when given too freely, can become a source of suffering. When we place too much hope in someone, or in an outcome, we start building expectations, painting a picture of how things should be. We allow ourselves to believe that life will follow this perfect path, that others will behave the way we wish, or that situations will work out just as we imagined. The pain of unmet hope is deep, like a fall from a height we never expected to reach. When our hopes aren't fulfilled, it's not just disappointment. It's a shattering of our beliefs, a betrayal of the dreams we held so close to our hearts. We feel as though the world has broken its promises, that we were foolish for dreaming so big, and the hurt feels personal, as if it's directed specifically at us. It's a feeling of sadness that weighs on the soul, making us question if we ever should have hoped at all. Because that too much can hurt you so much, this part of the quote serves as a painful reminder that even the most beautiful feelings, love and hope, come with risks. It's like walking a tightrope between joy and sorrow. On one side, we have the potential for incredible happiness if things go well. But on the other, the very same feelings that make us feel alive can lead to heartbreak, loneliness, and despair. It's not that love and hope are wrong or dangerous by nature, but giving too much of them, without a balance, leaves us vulnerable to pain. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, looking at yourself, and asking, how much can I give without losing myself? When we love too much or hope too much, we give away our strength, our peace, our sense of worth, tying it all to things outside our control. And when those things fail us, it's as if we are left with nothing, stripped of our happiness, as if the very ground we stood on has disappeared. It feels like falling into darkness, where we are forced to confront our pain, our fears, and our emptiness. This quote speaks to the ones who've known heartbreak, those who've loved someone so deeply, only to feel abandoned, or those who hoped for a future that never came to pass. It's a message to the people who've been left shattered, wondering if they can ever trust their feelings again. When we love too much or hope too much, we open ourselves up to pain that feels limitless, pain that echoes in the empty spaces of our hearts, reminding us of what we once had and lost. It's a wisdom born from pain, teaching us that perhaps the answer lies in finding a balance. We don't need to stop loving or hoping, but we need to be mindful. We need to keep a part of ourselves safe, a place in our hearts that no one else can touch. It's a reminder to cherish our emotions, but not let them consume us, to give freely but not so much that we have nothing left for ourselves. Loving deeply is a beautiful thing, and so is hoping for a better tomorrow. But as with all things in life, too much can lead to harm. The line between joy and sorrow is thin, and this quote gently warns us to stay on that line, to feel fully yet wisely, to care deeply but without losing our own selves. When we understand this, we start to see love and hope differently. We begin to cherish them for what they are, beautiful but fleeting experiences that enrich our lives. We can love someone deeply, while knowing that we need to hold on to our own happiness. We can hope with all our hearts, yet stay grounded enough to accept whatever life brings. This balance allows us to feel without falling apart, to live with an open heart without losing ourselves. So, to anyone who has loved or hoped too much, remember that your emotions are precious, but your happiness and peace are also precious. You can love and hope, but remember to hold some of that love and hope for yourself, because, in the end, you are your own source of strength. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Your support means a lot and helps me create even more inspiring stories just for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.